We've got to talk about how the Trump administration is about to begin the next phase of its mass deportation campaign. Because you have the Trump administration now recruiting what they're calling deportation judges, and they have ads featuring shots from the dystopian film Judge Dredd with the tagline, "Deliver justice to criminal illegal aliens, save your country." And if that sounds to you like less of a job posting and more like a propaganda poster, yeah, that's kind of the point, because what's happening inside of America's immigration courts right now, it is a systematic dismantling and rebuild, and we need to talk about it. So here's where we are. Since Trump took office, the administration has fired nearly 100 immigration judges, with dozens more retiring early or resigning. I mean, over 200 gone in total. Even accounting for new hires, the bench has gone from 726 judges to roughly 553. That's about a quarter of the entire system wiped out. And understand, this was not a slow restructuring. The very first judge that Trump fired was dismissed mid-hearing and escorted out of the building on the spot.
I asked multiple supervisors. I asked the chief judge of the United States and my supervisor why I was being fired. And they told me that they did not know why.
She said that being removed like that, it sent shockwaves across the United States. And she's right? Because it's not just about her. It was a message. And today, 12 immigration courts have lost over half of their judges. 2 courts have 0 judges left. And it's not just the bench. The DOJ's Executive Office for Immigration Review also gutted about 75% of its attorney advisors and over half of all court supervisors. More than 400 support staff gone. So every remaining judge, already buried under hundreds or thousands of cases, just inherited the caseloads of everyone who got fired.
They fired me without any warning nor any explanation. As each judge gets fired, those cases are redistributed. The backlog gets longer. People have to wait longer for their hearings. And after their hearings, they have to wait longer for their decisions.
Now here's where the strategy comes into focus, right? Because this isn't about shrinking the courts. It's about reloading them. And in fact, you had one of the fired judges saying it plainly, saying, "You are telling every judge that is left that they better not be following the law or their conscience, that they need to apply the law as you are interpreting it." And those replacements, they're being recruited through those deportation judge ads that I mentioned at the beginning. And understand that label matters because immigration judges are supposed to impartially consider each case, which could mean deportation, but could also mean granting asylum or legal status. Calling them deportation judges is like calling police officers deadly force officers or trial juries conviction juries. They're telling you what the outcome's supposed to be before the case even starts. Or as a Syracuse University immigration analyst put it, the label declares that the position requires not adjudication, but preordination, effectively turning courts into deportation factories and judges into mindless functionaries. And the person that's running this hiring spree is Darren Margolin, Trump's pick to head the Executive Office for Immigration Review. He's actually a former immigration judge who says that he retired in early 2024 out of disgust with the Biden administration, claiming that he felt like, and this is a direct quote, a co-conspirator in treason. He also believes that there are 25 to 30 million undocumented immigrants in the country, which is at least double the best estimates from the Pew Research Center. And so that's the lens which these new judges are being selected. And so far, Margolin says he's received around 1,700 applications, and while he hasn't said how many have been hired, the first cohort are reportedly starting by the end of this month. And all of this is he's also pushing to limit the appeals process on deportation orders, meaning that once the decision comes down, there'd be fewer ways to challenge it. So with all this, taking a step back and looking at the full picture, we're in a situation where if you're an immigrant in the system right now, ICE agents may ambush you outside of a courthouse after a routine check-in. You have posters in the lobby of immigration buildings literally encouraging people to plead guilty and self-deport. And now the judge deciding your case may have been specifically recruited not to weigh the facts, but to deliver a predetermined outcome. And as far as the Trump DOJ's response to all this, you had a spokesperson telling NPR that the administration is, quote, restoring integrity to our immigration system after what they called 4 years of de facto amnesty under Biden. But that, as you have many critics and experts saying, what's actually happening is the opposite of integrity. It's the removal of independence from a system that only works if judges are free to follow the law, not a mandate. And whether you support stricter immigration enforcement or not, the question everyone should be asking is, do you want a court system where the outcome is decided before you walk in the door? Because that's not following the law, that's not pursuing justice, that's not enforcement, that is theater.